Hey everybody, welcome back. Northern Lion plays Spelunky 2. We've had up and down runs, which really, we gotta play Dirk. Dirk's been good to us. You take a big hit off the potion. Caffeine, baby. Oh, I saw the eyeballs. I saw the eyeballs in the head cutout. You know what that means. You know what, yeah, I know what it means. You know what it means. It means we're gonna have a blessed run today. You'll notice, got a little scared there. It was all acting. There was no real fear involved, merely the illusion of fear, designed to make you enjoy the video a little bit more. That's all right. We don't need to kill every enemy that we see. Wouldn't that be an interesting? Come on, man. What are you, bookends? Wouldn't that be an interesting Spelunky 2 challenge, though? Every enemy you see, you have to murder. This is, like, I almost want to restart this run on principle. We got 5,800 gold, no dog, no ghost pot. Like, what's going on? There was just nothing. Torquey floor? I'm a very simple man, you know? Okay, you know what? Not really worth risking poison to get a rock, in my opinion. If I have the Torquey floor... That was almost painful. If we have the Torquey floor, I am more than... I dispute that he was even out at that time, but that's okay. If we have the Torquey floor, I'm more than willing to get the Torchy floor. Go ahead, coward. That is a bad shop. It's a shop we don't really like. I'm gonna sit on it for a bit because we got time. I'm not gonna concern myself quite yet with what's going on in there. It honestly might be a present play. I don't do that very much. Spicy. But nothing else in there really appeals to me. Like, to be straight up with you, it's possible that, like, the web gun could save us from using some ropes early on. It's really more of, like, an investing play than anything else, you know? It's like buying a Matic. We don't buy the Matic because the Matic is going to be useful. We buy the Matic because the Matic will give us money, and the money will be useful. Praise Baldy, by the way. But we could just as easily buy nothing. You know what? We should have sent you upward. That's my bad. We could just as easily buy nothing. Really need you to live. I'm gonna take a chance, because you know what? I think it's what the audience would want. The audience would want us to take a chance. We received the compass for 8,000. That is an overpayment, but you know, you pay a little extra for access. That hurt. So I'm content with that. I think that's something that we'll look to as a positive. Might not have been as positive as we were hoping for, but that's okay. You know, you can get a bomb box out of that. I guess in theory you can get like an alien spacecraft out of it. Or alien gun, I should say. I don't know if you can get an alien spacecraft. Certainly a gun, though. Alright, we got a little time left, dude. I'm definitely gonna risk it all here. I hate having to spend a rope in addition to the bomb. That one's completely my own bad. But I'm willing to spend money to make money here. Or spend... Well, here's the thing. I want bombs. But I don't have that much money, so what am I gonna do? Spend bombs. Might not make any sense. Might be the smartest business decision ever made. The jury's still out. That hurt. That hurt. Because, you know, as soon as he gets to ground, you know, he's going to come back to haunt us. So, if we're doing an analysis of this run at this moment, I would say I'm not feeling horrible about it, but certainly could have gone better. So watch out. I'm concerned predominantly, like, I definitely want Yang to give me the Yang payout. We could get crates there on the cheap. Don't be spikes. Don't talk to me, okay? Don't freaking talk to me. I'm just lucky with that these are turkeys and not, you know, I didn't know turkeys had a double jump, but let me just put it this way. It's gonna make Thanksgiving a little bit more morally complicated for me. We didn't take damage. The turkey took damage. Plenty of time left. 2 crates. Now we're talking. Ropes and bombs, please. Whoa! The seed is redeemed. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, we're not gonna worry about the ghost pot. It's just in a... I almost feel like on principle you can't feel good about trying to get these ghost pots that are stuck in the wall over and over. Like, the game's gotta learn that that's not okay. I will, however, and it's a bit weird, but I'll buy the Matic. I don't really respect the power pack. But I will purchase the Matic to try to get some money back here. And I would be stunned if it didn't work. We kind of do need to actually do some mining, though. I'm starting to feel like it's not that it was necessarily a bad call, but this might not be the right time for the Matic. We can take it with us, though. Like, you could just... Like, it's a pretty decent time to murder Quillback. You know, we got enough bombs to make it happen. Murder Quillback. Take the Matic with you to the next level. Like, I think we'll be reasonably stoked. It's like the one time I didn't want him to jump. We want him going all the way here. Okay, he's going all the way. Mans is definitely not dead. Life just got a little bit more complicated. Life just got a lot more complicated. Dude, I really don't want to leave the Matic behind. It's such a busted situation, though. I hate it. I'm like, what if... I would have been better off, like, having the torch instead of the Matic. Whatever, dude. Get me out of here. Maybe we did it to ourselves. I am a little embarrassed, for sure, by the way that this went down. But at the same time, you can't put a price on being alive, I suppose. It was a bit of a lazy 4th floor, but it was part of the reason it was a lazy 4th floor was because of the it was a dark level. So I'm not gonna beat myself up too much. Paste, obviously extremely important. Probably don't need to tell you. On top of paste being like essential. For some of the fights, really just many encounters in this game in general. That hurt me. Also, incredibly useful for getting Royale Jelly, if that's something we put a premium on. And I would say, I mean, it's funny because I spent resources getting to this point, but I definitely feel like we should try to stick the Queen Bee. I immediately hated that. I've got an idea, though. Does this work? Have I just made it impossible to get in there? Help. Could have seen that one coming a mile away. Look, we'll call that a warm-up. We got out of the dwelling. It was a somewhat... Oh, okay, you know what? We'll call this a warm-up. It was a somewhat cursed seed, if I'm being honest. That's, you know, not to say we had to die to the Queen Bee. But I would say our financial capabilities were quite diminished in the early game. Our Monty ability on the first floor, we never even saw him. Like 90% of the floor was a toll road and we had no pocket cash. Pocket money? That's what it's called. Pocket cash. It's like, it sounds like something you deploy in case of emergencies. I know, pocket sand. It's a classic joke from that era of, you know, the early 2000s, late 90s stand-up that was on television at all times. It's, that and, Pablo Francisco's, Little Tortilla Boy. Little Tortilla Boy. Yeah, I have to get these tortillas, yeah! Yeah, I was there. I was there. But if you can remember it, were you really there? Always worth a rope here. See, now this is what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I'm talking about. We're gonna be at like 20 grand. We are going... Oh, yeah. We're going to be at 5 HP. And those predictions are coming to light right now. Very exciting. This is an exciting first floor. Anytime you get a jetpack's purchasing power on the first floor and you're leaving with as much HP as you started with or more, you're a happy man. Trust me, I see the problem here. I still think it's worth trying to carry Monty. I don't think those are worth it, though. And what's worth more? Oh, my. Monty's poison, huh? So he's just dead. Don't worry about him. He's gone. The only thing that could make him worthwhile at this point is an altar. But I was gonna say, like, an idol is the most valuable part of this by far right now. And luckily it is gonna... I mean, this is an easy idol. It gets stopped real quick. And then we got a nice little opportunity to completely waste a rope for essentially no reason. And we get faced with a problem we've had a lot lately. Is it worth buying a power pack? I have previously been of the opinion that a power pack is not that good. And I do stand by that decision-making process. However, I will also say, this gives me a good reason to go back to the jungle. And on top of all this, you do get a 1 HP refund immediately, plus any other turkeys you get in the future. If you're not familiar, we will not be going to Volcana now. Because everything on Volcana more or less kills us in one hit because our backpack will explode. It's like a cool backpack. It's like a Herschel. But it carries a negative with it as well. The negative is that if any other sprite or hitbox in this game collides with you, if it overlaps the space that your backpack has, you will suffer an explosive end. Now, 2 ropes. That's the sticking point right here. However, there is arguably not worth it, but there is an idol or an altar. I mean, there's both, but how do I feel about dropping that? I don't mind dropping that. I don't mind dropping that. We got to make sure it's droppable. Consider it dropped. Actually set up a nice path for us in the future. We could sack some bodies, but like I'm not all about sacking non-Monties. Like if we get Monties... Oh, Monty's in the shop. If we get Monties, I'm more than willing to do some sacrifices. I'm not really willing to go up there, I'll just level with you. But I mean, it's a heavy cost, rope-wise. We have 8. You know what? Because the kapala is... I refuse. I refuse to pay more than it's worth. Okay, we're gonna pay more than it's worth, but because the kapala is so valuable, even though this won't give it to us, I'm gonna take a stab at making it so, you know? We're not gonna sacrifice any other bodies, we're just gonna wait for our next altar and then drag Monty to it. I think we've learned very valuable lessons recently about, essentially just about prioritization. You don't want to be spending all of your time doing stuff that doesn't give you value in this game. In real life, you can do whatever you want, you know? But in Spelunky, there's consequences. Oh no! Okay, so this is of the utmost importance. The good news is, I mean, we're very slow here, don't get me wrong. But the good news is, the place we drop this off is gotta be low, right? We do want to check. Big ups to the arrow traps there for helping me out a great deal. We're ignoring this crate, like we're ignoring everything en route to this. We should have time. Praise Baldy. We should have time. We just have to not get hit by traps on the way. Oh no, that's horrible. Should we have done that? Probably not. And yet, It's okay. Something to be said for playing with 100% adrenaline. And you know I'm serious because I said it in the British way. Okay, there. Dude, I'm impressed. I'm impressed we made it. Late game audible, but I will tell you, we did do idle, altar, at least level 1 altar, and Ujedi on the same floor. So we got 2 very, very good items for killing Quillback. We do need to ensure that we will go to the black market. So we'll wait him out here. If you just wait him out an extra second, you're going to be happier. You're going to be happier, I promise. Just wait him out. Like, just that alone was super good. That was not very smart, obviously, but... Now, if we could just get him to walk over here and stop. Almost worked. How about here? You want to stop here? He's gonna be upset. That's all that needs to be said right now. He's gonna be, like, very upset. We got more skulls where that came from. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather kill you with the spike shoes, because it's less annoying. But, you know, there we go. Maybe a better way to describe it is that it's just a different kind of annoying. You know, like, instead of, help. Instead of, trying to gather a bunch of skulls to throw, we have to... You know, make sure you stop in the exact specific part of the map that we... Would you see the arrow curve? So we have to go black market. Don't be mad, okay? It had to be done. This is what you do when you have the power pack. Gives you access to stuff like this. We can go peep this in here, but the odds are that it's... Yeah, it's just an empty area, more or less. Just be cool. These should be very, very high percentage idols for us. Can't say I'm too enamored with the idea of a second hired help. Alright. So this run is what it's all about right now. Are we capable of making a good video? Let's find out. Oh! NL, all your videos are good. Really? I call that into question. Based on that performance right there. Alright, I'm sticking this one out. The worst thing is, there was the chance that it would happen. That's why you hate... Like, I didn't even really want to go over there, but I thought, you know what, it's early. You know, and we're strong. Let's try to make it happen. What ended up happening? Well... Let's just say the it that happened was different than the it I imagined. Either way, though, you learn something from every loss. That's why wins are overrated. Got him. Who needs to win when you could just lose forever and become like 7,000 IQ, you know? Like, by the time I leave this world, I want to be the largest loser that planet Earth has ever seen. Because it will mean that I've learned more than anybody else. And this is where you say, well, then keep doing what you're doing then. And I go, hey, now, that's not very nice. Hey, okay, but you know what? That's greed. That was just pure greed. Greed incarnate. You should just really be thankful that you didn't get poisoned. If you got poisoned, this would be a whole different ball of wax. Instead, it's still like a pretty nasty first floor. This is more of like a classic shop. I like compass. I like paste. I would like the rope pile, and to be honest, I would definitely buy the parachute. Again, I don't consider the parachute that valuable, but I always consider the parachute as kind of like the final piece of the puzzle. For the 5% discount. Oh my god. You know what? Never mind. I'm not upset because I'm upset with myself. I'm not upset with the game. But I am like, really? On the first 2 floors, I got a scorpion pot and a red cobra? Like, that doesn't strike you as being a little... I think we got a little screwed by variance, let's put it that way. There's a disproportionately high amount of nasty things. Okay, slow down, too. We are going a little too fast. I definitely do not think that was our problem on the jungle run that we died on, but... That being said, that was a quick and decent floor. I'm only halfway through this cup of coffee. Maybe that's my problem. Keep them crunching, dude. Keep them crunching. 15 grand. Very, very healthy stack. Oh, it's not an alien mothership? An alien mothership didn't come out of the pot to murder me and rip me from this mortal coil? I don't know what to think. I don't know how to plan my run if you know, I don't smash a pot and the devil himself comes out. How is someone supposed to know how to interpret events if you're not constantly beset on all sides by... That would have been a great time for a scorpion to come out, just saying. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. A jetpack that we just barely cannot afford. How are we gonna get there? It's worth... I would literally say it's worth any cost. So, with so much time left, just relax. Like, this is Yang. Okay, it's definitely worth 2 bombs, but I bet we can do it for a bomb and a rope as well. Because, again, getting the jetpack early, it does mean we won't be going to Volcana, so I apologize for that, but... Well, let's not apologize yet. I mean, we could always just steal from the shopkeeper, but, like, that's rude, dude. That's like a rude way to behave. I'm not a rude guy, for the most part. Sometimes I feel like a hot ember in my brain, and I turn into a character from a Dostoevsky novel and just start frothing at the mouth and, you know, really trying to cut someone down to size, verbally speaking, but it's not like what I aspire to. I consider it a bad habit, not a virtuous one. We want a little money? It's like the only time we've ever wanted money from Yang's shop. We didn't spend that much to make it happen. We are going to spend another rope on the outset, but, I mean, ropes... If you own stocks or stonks in ropes right now, I encourage you to reconsider. Now would be a good selling opportunity. You may even want to buy puts, because we're not going to be using too many of them in the future, okay? They're gonna approach an all-time low pretty soon. Okay, hold on, because we got another shop. We would love to, like, climbers. Okay, well, you know what? Honestly, you gotta blame the shopkeeper for that one. That's not a good place to build a shop. If you are already, it's like building like a store that sells gold on top of the Klondike River. It's not going to work out too well for you. We don't need to buy the cow, we're getting the milk for free. It's normally not how that expression's used, but expression is normally used in kind of like a way that I would consider a little bit chauvinistic, so, you know. Let's take it back, let's make it ours, let's make it more modern, and let's make it befitting a more enlightened, you know, 21st century lifestyle. Okay, we're going. So what are we doing here? I know you're like, grab the altar, give it to the shop. Not yet. Not yet. Step 1, you handle the business. You know, this is like Maslow's hierarchy of needs right here. First thing we want to do is praise Baldi so we don't forget to praise Baldi later. I don't even want to know what's going on in there. Maybe this is like what Daddy don't know won't hurt him. A little bit of gold. Always hits the spot. Following this, while we're here, we got a minute and a half. Don't be stupid. Grab Monty. Rather grab him now when we feel like we're not in a rush. Even if it puts us in a rush later, it'll put us in a rush for financial things that are not compulsory. The HP is not compulsory, but it's pretty nice. Now this is the This is the scary time. I now think it's probably unlikely we'll be able to get the altar. Never mind. Or the idol, I should say. Turns out it's actually mighty easy. Now, do we want anything here? I'm willing to pay you for the pitcher's mitt, okay? I'm willing to pay you for the pitcher's mitt. That's about it. With climbers and jetpack, we have no need for the rope any longer. So again, we will be traveling to not Volcana. The reason for that is, much like the power pack, a single bit of damage on Volcana means we explode. No thank you. No thank you. Let's just be smart here. We have a reasonably good way to kill... Might as well go this way. We have a reasonably good way to kill Quillback. It'd be nice to grab like a rock or an arrow or something like that. We really, really don't want to use bombs. All that for 500 gold, huh? Like, just because we're low. So if we end up having to use bombs, it's like, it's a touch messy. If you miss one, you run into trouble. Well, honestly, can I tell you something? We also don't have to kill Quillback. We could just leave. I actually think that's I think it's kind of the most sensible option. We want his bombs. You need bombs to get to the black market. So we really are at a premium with bombs right now. I mean, I guess you could really, like, I'm gonna go back up there and throw rocks at this dude forever. I guess I am. I guess that's who I am now. Were it not for this rock, I would not have considered it. Now that this rock exists, it's the ultimate tool in Quillback destruction. My rock, please. My rock. I believe you have my rock. Get ready. Here's what Brett Hull, drunk off his gourd on 900 Bud Lights, thinks of this. It's not gonna end. So you gotta throw in an impression every now and then. I'm really glad, because this is an impression that unless I heard it 10 years ago and it just somehow got stuck in my brain, this is an impression that I came up with, just naturally in my dreamlike state while taking care of the newborn. It was Michael Caine reading the Declaration of Independence cheekily and going, life, liberty, and the pursuit of a penis. Get it? Anyway. These are wise words, enterprising men quote them. Don't act surprised, y'all, 'cause I wrote them. You knew it was coming. Okay. We got no boots. But we do have a dog. There's no greater bit to build out there. It's just a funny little bit. I am gonna use a bomb to get paste. I'm really happy we put in the work on Quillback. Now, oh my god, there's probably, no wait, that doesn't even make any sense. I was like, there's gonna be another Monty in there. I'm not scared. Okay, so what are we gonna do? I think we're definitely gonna try to get the kapala. I'm gonna be realistic with you. I think we're gonna need all 3 turkeys to get to kapala. And if we don't, well, we can always just ride one or sack one. We do need 20,000 extra dollars just to be able to afford the hedge it. Or we could always do an incredible heist on the black market level, which is not my intention. Okay, that I just tunnel vision didn't anticipate the skull coming back to life. So this is a big one. We do not care about the HP, even though we've lost a lot recently. The kapala puts us in a spot where it should be a lot easier for us to persevere. But money is a genuine concern. And you know it's a genuine concern. Okay, see you later. By the way, speaking of blood, You know it's a genuine concern when buying 3 turkeys breaks your stack down. The moon challenge, this is exactly what we needed. This moon challenge is exactly what we needed. And we'll get in the bow. I can't believe this is the first time we're making the moon challenge today. You gotta get the bow. Everybody knows that. Suppose you can use any bow for it at the end of the day, but you know, in general, this is one of the easier opportunities. But money is at a real premium as well. There we go. We need to at least make our money back, and then probably add, like, if we could add another 5 to 10,000, I'd be feeling pretty stoked. Which is why I'm gonna go way out of my way for something like this. Can we? Yeah, we can get back up out of there. Okay, that's a child of the forest. That's good eats. We've roughly broken even. So this is a start. Everything from this point onward is gravy. Come on. Come on. Okay, now this is big come on territory. One more. Let's go. Okay. Now we don't count our chickens. We know we're going down. Every single stroke of the mattock is another blessing in disguise. Let's go. Okay, that was pretty good. We get to carry the bow with us. Now we got a real run, dude. We got bow, we got kapala, we got jetpack, we got some money. Always gotta, like, we could farm that guy for blood, for sure. But we also, we have an obligation. Keep things moving. You know we got a child of the forest available here. That we should be assisting. We do have clover. Clover means we can take some extra time to farm up here. Oops. Honestly, I would love to get that ghost pot. I shot backwards. Well, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, I apologize. Working the rust out today. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm sorry. It was not a great showing, but it was a funny way to die. He ate my jetpack. As far as I'm concerned, he should have exploded.